Today we'll be speaking to Vanita Lasrado, who is a wellness nutrition coach. So, Vanita, could you tell us what a wellness nutrition coach does?
Yes, thank you, Sean, for having me over. Basically, I've been into the field of wellness and nutrition for the last 12 years. What a wellness nutrition coach does is we basically counsel people on the area of wellness and nutrition. Now, when I mean wellness, it does not mean just physical wellness. I typically try to combine the wellness of mind with body because a healthy mind contributes to a healthy body. So it's a two-way shift, and there's a little bit of psychology that goes behind it. And I need to understand the background, the history of the person, and where the person is coming from, what lifestyle diseases he or she has, and background even in terms of academics, in terms of family background, in terms of their previous illnesses, in terms of their emotional, mental, physical background. I need to understand all of this, then elaborate all of this and start counseling the patient or a client.
Right. So, what motivated you to become a wellness nutrition coach?
I've always been intrigued into the area of fitness right from my college days. In fact, I used to work in the corporate industry, into the hospitality industry, and in the glamour industry before I got into wellness. And I myself had to face the battle of being from fat to fit. It was a journey that I went through, a process that I went through right from my younger days. I tried various permutations and combinations, and literally was at war with myself until I told myself I need to do something about it, because I used to keep yo-yoing about my physical weight. I used to put on weight and then lose weight, and I knew something was going wrong, and I was not doing the right thing. So when you're in the glamour industry, you need to look good, you need to feel good, you need to be presentable. So I used to work for an airline before I got married, and we were asked to present ourselves in a particular way, which inspired me to take up fitness. And even at that stage of my life, I knew I was going wrong because I used to exercise and not eat right. That is when I realized that nutrition plays a major role into the well-being of a person. And of course, then I used to work in shifts, and a lot of factors played on my biological health. The biological clock kept switching because I used to work in shifts, etc. So once I quit the airline job and I got married, I took up certain courses into the area of wellness and nutrition, and I have been counseling clients. Initially, I did a sports nutrition course, then I went on to do a clinical nutrition course. I very recently, couple of years back, did a holistic nutrition and a food as medicine course. So I've got all of these certified courses from various institutes, and because of my own research into this area and my own passion, I sort of started meeting people from various backgrounds, various fields, and I've been counseling people since a very long time now.
So, it's great that you're following your passion of nutrition and wellness. So, what courses should students take in order to pursue a career as a wellness nutrition coach?
Well, to begin with, you need a bachelor's of science degree, or you need a 3-year integrated. After your 12th, you could take up a 3-year degree course into sports nutrition or wellness nutrition. Or in India, we do not actually, wellness is a relatively new field. They do not have any wellness courses as such, but there are various courses in nutrition per se. You can, there are these dietitian courses and nutrition courses. So one has to actually do a bachelor's of science degree, and you could do a MSc into nutrition and dietetics.
Right. So, with the rise of COVID, we can see that health and nutrition is a very important factor in our lives. So, what skills do you think are needed to become a wellness nutrition coach?
First of all, one needs to be very, very patient when you're listening to a client because when they are actually, narrating their history, you're understanding the person, not just because of COVID, but even otherwise. People come to you with various types of lifestyle diseases. They come to you with diabetes, with hypertension, with cholesterol, with cancer, and so many lifestyle related diseases. And there is a background to all of this because all of this does not crop up overnight. There is a reason why it has led to all of these diseases. It's because of a faulty lifestyle, it's because of not having the right balance between food, nutrition, your mental health, your emotional health, your exercising pattern, your sleep, your water intake, your spiritual background, and so on and so forth. So basically, when someone comes to us, or someone comes to me rather, one has to have good listening skills because you cannot miss out on any point when the client is talking to you. Basically, what is counseling? Counseling is a two-way conversation, right? Your client is talking and you're listening to the client. So you need to listen to the client and understand the paradigm, understand the background of the client. So yes, listening skills is very, very important, and one needs to be patient, and one needs to teach your client to be patient because wellness per se will not work as a magic pill, or it's not going to work overnight. One needs to be very, very perseverant, patient, and you need to have that ability to convince your client that this is going to be a journey, this is going to take time, this is not going to work just overnight. You just come to me and within 10, 15, 20 days you're not going to see results. It takes the body about 21 days to a month to adapt to a new habit. So one needs to teach the client to be patient. So you need to have the convincing skills, and you need to tell the client that this is going to be a journey and we are here to stay. And one needs to be in constant touch with the client and see how he or she is faring because one can easily get demotivated if you don't see results. So if you're looking for there's a vast difference between a nutritional coach and a wellness coach. A nutritional coach is only going to look at the physical aspect of the client. Okay, so if you become a nutritional coach and you go to a nutritionist, all that he or she might tell you is how to take care of your physical health, how to build up muscle, how to lose fat, how to look fit, how to look fabulous, how to look glamorous. So perhaps if somebody comes to me and says that I want to lose 10 kilos for a wedding in 2 weeks or whatever time frame that they give me, I point blank tell them, sorry, I'm not the right person because this is going to take time. You're going to torture your body if you're going to lose those 10 kilos in 2 weeks because for that you need to starve, you need to do something drastic, and that's not healthy. It's not just healthy, it's not just unhealthy for your body, but it's going to lead a major mental emotional lag sort of a thing, or sort of a void within you, because once you see that you have lost weight, that sort of weight is going to come back as quickly as you've lost it. So it's going to be a journey. One needs to be patient, one needs to be perseverant, and one needs to convince the client about all these factors.
Right. So thank you for explaining those skills in such a simplified manner. So, what advice would you give students who want to get into the field of health and wellness?
Well, first and foremost, one needs to have a passion for it. One needs to practice what you preach. Very, very important, because if you do not practice what you preach, you're not going to be a good role model to your students or to your clients, right? You can't tell your clients that you need to have vegetable juice once a day and you're not going to practice it. So what we do is, or rather what I do is, when clients come to me, I make the vegetable juice for them in a very satiating or an appetizing way, and tell them that, listen, it's not like it tastes that bad. There are ways and techniques. So one needs to also, yes, as a wellness nutritional coach per se, one needs to also have the skills of culinary cooking. Okay, you need to take your client to a pantry area or a kitchen area and physically show them how to blend the juices, or make some concoctions, or do some healthy, tasty treats. And one needs to practice these things. You need to be a role model. I can't be talking to my clients and telling them to do this and to do that, if I'm not motivated myself, if I'm not physically fit myself, if I'm not looking healthy, if I'm not looking positive, and I'm not looking happy myself. So, one could be superficial about these things. You could put on a facade, but it's not there to stay. People can really tell when one is superficial or one is being artificial about these things. So you need to naturally have that skill to, not that skill, one needs to just be the way you are. You have to look good or feel good, for that matter, to convince your clients that wellness and nutrition is basically a process, as I said, and then your clients will be convinced only if you're a good role model and an example to them.
Great. Thank you so much for your views and your advice, and I wish you all the very best.
All right, thank you, Sean. Wish you all the best too.